Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to Make English Easy. I am your friend Hazel, and I am so happy you are here with me today. If this is your first time joining us, a very warm hello to you. On this channel, we make English learning simple, fun, and most importantly, something you can actually do every single day without feeling stressed or overwhelmed. Today, we are going to talk about something that can completely change the way you speak English. And I promise it is not complicated at all. In fact, it is so easy that once you understand it, you will wonder why you ever tried to learn any other way. Let me start with a simple question that I ask all my students. Do you brush your teeth once a year for 5 long hours? Of course not. That would be silly, right? Your teeth would not stay clean, and you would probably feel terrible. Instead, what do? You brush them every single day, just for 2 or 3 minutes in the morning and again at night. You do it again and again and again. And over time, your teeth stay healthy and bright. Learning English is exactly the same, my friends. You do not need to sit for 5 hours in one day and try to memorize everything. That usually makes you tired, and you forget most of it anyway. What really works is studying a little bit every day. That small daily effort adds up so beautifully, and before you know it, you start speaking with confidence. This is what we call consistent practice, and it is the real secret to making English easy. Now, let me explain what consistent means in very simple words, because I want every beginner listening to feel completely comfortable. Consistent does not mean you have to study when you feel perfect or when you have lots of energy. It means you do something regularly, day after day, even if it is only for 10 or 15 minutes. You do it when you feel good, and you do it when you feel a little tired. You do it on busy days and on relaxing days. It becomes part of your life, just like eating or sleeping. Not only when you feel motivated, but often, regularly, steadily. That is consistency. And in today's episode on Make English Easy, I am going to show you exactly how this daily practice can completely change the way you speak English. Are you ready? I am so excited to share this with you because I have seen it work for hundreds of my students, and I know it will work for you too. So why is this consistent daily practice so important? Let me give you 3 big reasons, and I will explain each one slowly so you understand clearly. First, your brain learns from repetition. That means when you hear the same sentence or the same word many times, your brain starts to remember it naturally. Think about how children learn their first language. They hear hello or thank you again and again from their parents. And one day, they just say it without thinking. Your adult brain works the same way. When you listen to English every day, even a little, those words and sentences start to stick. You do not have to force it. It just happens because of the power of repetition. The second reason is that practice makes speaking automatic. In the beginning, when you try to speak English, it feels slow and difficult. You stop in the middle of a sentence, you think too much, you translate every word from your own language into English, and you feel stuck. But if you practice every single day, something magical starts to happen. Your mouth learns what to say without you having to think so hard. You speak faster. You feel more free and relaxed. It is like learning to ride a bicycle. At first, you wobble and fall, but after practicing every day, you ride smoothly without even thinking about it. That is exactly what happens with English when you stay consistent. And the third reason is that you feel more confident. Confidence means you believe in yourself. You are not afraid to try. You stop worrying so much about making mistakes. When you practice English every day, even in small amounts, your confidence grows step by step. It is like climbing a mountain, one small step at a time. Each day, you feel a little stronger, a little braver. You start to say to yourself, "I can do this." And that belief changes everything. So remember this important truth. A little bit of practice every day is so much better than a lot of practice once a month or once a week. That big effort once in a while usually disappears, but small daily steps build real progress that lasts forever. Okay, my friends, now that you understand why consistency is so powerful, let me tell you how you can actually start. As I have said in many previous episodes here on Make English Easy, even 10 to 15 minutes a day can help you grow faster than you can imagine. But I know what you might be thinking right now. You're probably saying, "Hazel, I am a beginner. I do not know what to do in those 15 minutes. It feels confusing." Do not worry at all. Today, I am going to give you 5 very simple, very easy things you can do. You can choose one of them, or you can do 2 or 3 if you have a little more time. The important thing is that you do something every day. These activities are specially designed for beginners like you, so they are short, enjoyable, and they build your skills gently without any pressure. Let us begin with the first one, and I will explain everything in detail. The first thing you can do is listen to English. Listening is really, really important, especially when you are just starting. Your ears need to get used to the sounds, the rhythm, and the way native speakers talk. You can listen to one short podcast or one short audio clip made especially for English learners. It could be a simple story, a friendly talk, or a daily conversation about everyday things like food, weather, or shopping. You do not need to understand every single word. That is the beauty of it. Just listen and try to catch some words that you already know. You can do this while you are walking to the market, while you are cleaning your room, or even while you are making tea in the kitchen. The more you listen, the more your brain gets comfortable with English. Over time, you will start to recognize words faster and faster. I always tell my students to start with very slow and clear audio so they do not feel frustrated. There are many free podcasts and videos on my channel, Make English Easy, that are perfect for this. Just put on your headphones, relax, and let the English flow into your ears every single day. Now let us move to the second activity, which is one of my favorites and something I recommend to every beginner. It is called shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to one short sentence and then you say it at exactly the same time as the speaker, like an echo or like a shadow following the person. It sounds simple, but it is incredibly powerful for your speaking, your pronunciation, and the natural rhythm of English. When you shadow, you copy the speaker's voice, the way they stress certain words, and how they connect words together. This helps your mouth and your tongue get used to English sounds that might feel strange at first. We have several special episodes right here on Make English Easy just for shadowing practice, so you can follow along with me. Start with very short sentences. For example, listen to someone say, "I am going to the shop." Then you say it at the same time. I am going to the shop. Do this again and again. At first, it might feel a little funny, but soon it becomes easy and fun. Your pronunciation improves, you speak with better rhythm, and you start to sound more natural. Shadowing is like training your voice to dance with English, and it works wonders in just 10 minutes a day. The third thing you can do is read a short story or a simple news article. Reading is wonderful because it shows you how words and sentences are put together. Choose something very easy and short, maybe just one paragraph or one small story. It could be about a person's daily life, a funny animal story, or some simple news about the weather or food. Read slowly and gently. If you see a new word, do not panic. Try to guess the meaning from the words around it. If it is still difficult, look it up in a simple dictionary, but do not stop too much. The goal is to enjoy the reading. Reading helps you see new vocabulary and new sentence patterns in a natural way. Many beginners tell me they feel scared of reading because they think everything will be too hard. But when you start with short and simple texts, it becomes relaxing and exciting. On my channel Make English Easy, I share many easy reading materials with audio, so you can listen and read together. This combination makes learning twice as fast. Here is the fourth activity, and this one helps you practice putting your own thoughts into English. You can write one short paragraph. You do not need to write a long essay at all. Just 3 to 5 sentences is more than enough. Write about your day or your plans. For example, you can write, "Today I went to the park. I saw my friend there. We had coffee together. It was sunny and nice." Or you can write about tomorrow. "Tomorrow I will go to the market. I will buy some vegetables. Then I will cook dinner for my family." Writing helps you practice grammar and vocabulary in a very personal way. It also helps you express your own ideas clearly. Many beginners worry that they will make mistakes when they write, but please remember, mistakes are normal and they are how we learn. I always tell my students to write freely without judging themselves. After you write, you can read it out loud. It feels so satisfying to see your own English growing on paper. Even if it is simple, it is your English, and that is beautiful. And finally, the fifth thing you can do in those 10 or 15 minutes is talk to yourself out loud in English. Yes, you heard me right. Talk to yourself. You can do this at home where no one else can hear you, and it is one of the best ways to build comfort with speaking. Just describe what you are doing right now. For example, say, "I am making breakfast. I am putting some bread in the toaster. The tea is hot." Or, while getting ready, say, "I am putting on my shoes. I am going to work. The traffic might be busy today." This activity helps you think in English instead of translating from your own language. It makes speaking feel more natural and less scary. At first, you might feel shy, but after a few days, it becomes fun. You start to feel like English is your friend, not something foreign and difficult. Talking to yourself is like having a private conversation with your own brain, and it builds real confidence quickly. Now, my dear friends, let us talk about what actually happens when you practice like this every day. It is important to know the progress so you stay motivated. After just one day of practice, you might not feel like a big change has happened, but something small and real does occur. You feel happy because you did something for yourself. Maybe you learned one new word. Maybe you understood one short sentence better than before. For example, you hear someone say, "How's it going?" And now you remember it means, "How are you?" That is a small step, but it is a real step forward. You feel proud of yourself, and that feeling is the beginning of everything. After 1 week of practice, something even nicer happens. You have done English for 7 days in a row. Your brain starts to feel more comfortable. You remember more words. You stop translating every single word in your head. You begin to guess meanings from context, and often you are right. Sometimes you are wrong, but that is okay because mistakes teach us. For example, you see the sentence, "I am heading to the store." And even if you never learned the word heading before, you understand it means, "I am going to the store." That is real progress, and you start to feel it inside. After 1 full month of consistent practice, the change becomes even more noticeable. Your brain is now used to English. It feels familiar instead of strange. You know more words. You say things a little bit faster. You do not need to check the dictionary so often. You feel shy less often. You start to believe, "I can do this. I am learning. I am not perfect, but I am improving every day." That confidence grows slowly, like a little plant that you water every day. One day you look and see it has grown tall and strong. This is the power of daily practice on Make English Easy. To help you stay on track and make consistency easy, I want to share some simple and practical tips that have worked for thousands of my students. First, use a calendar or a simple checklist. Make a chart with the days of the week. Each day, write down what you did. I listened to a podcast. I shadowed 3 sentences. I wrote 5 lines about my day. When you see your chain of days growing, you feel proud and you want to continue. It becomes like a game you play with yourself. Second, set a timer on your phone for just 10 or 15 minutes. Many people say, "Hazel, I have no time." But everyone has 10 minutes. Tell yourself, "I will practice for only 10 minutes." When the timer rings, you can stop if you want, or you might feel so good that you continue a little longer. This removes the pressure and makes starting easy. Third, try to practice at the same time every day so it becomes a habit, just like brushing your teeth. Some people do it in the morning with their coffee. Some do it at night before bed. Some do it while walking or on the train. Choose a time that fits your life and stick to it. When it becomes part of your routine, you do not even have to think about it anymore. And the last tip, which I think is the most important, is to make your practice easy and fun. Choose things you actually like. If you enjoy cooking, read a simple English recipe. If you love travel, watch a short travel video in English. If you like music, try singing along to an easy English song. Keep your tools ready. Have your favorite podcast saved. Keep a short story open on your phone and have your notebook nearby. When everything is simple and ready, it is much easier to begin. Do not force yourself to do boring things. Learning should feel good. My friends, consistency is like planting a tree. You water it a little every day. You do not see big changes immediately, but one day you look up and the tree is tall and beautiful. You have got this. You really do. Just keep going. Keep practicing a little every day and keep believing in yourself. English is not hard when you learn it the easy way. The Make English Easy way. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it and if you feel motivated to start your daily practice today, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to Make English Easy, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. In the comments below, tell me which of the 5 activities you are going to try first. I read every single comment and I love hearing from you. If you want more shadowing practice or more simple stories, just let me know. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. I am here with you every step of the way. This is Hazel from Make English Easy, and I will see you in the next video. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep believing. Bye for now, my dear friends. Take care and stay consistent. You are doing amazing already.